human body, um, then would you blend in with other humans and humans would just think of the Syrian as another human?
No, Syrians do heal, but I'm more speaking of the ocean animals, the mammals
Oh,
that are balancing the earth.
hmm. Yes, we don't know very much about them. Hmm. Interesting.
They are, there are many characteristics that they hold, and their job is to stabilize the planet with the new vibrations. They take those jobs willingly as you come to Earth.
Mhm. Is it an appropriate question to ask how many Syrians there are? Or is that a multidimensional kind of thing and it depends how you count it?
They're spread all over the galaxy.
Mhm.
They are fond of family units much larger and not, it would not be considered necessarily genetic or DNA based even.
So you can't put a number on the Syrian population.
They're spread everywhere. Perhaps 100 million.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not a big number, I guess, compared to humans anyway, and maybe others. Interesting. Now, how do you create a new Syrian?
So our creativity works through the vibrations. It works through what we choose to create. We can choose forms, and I guess you could say preferred forms would be animal, but we're not picky. If we were to choose a form to create, it would most likely be more animal of your species on your planet.
Mhm.
But it would just be a creation. It would just be an experience, a personal experience.
Well,
You
I'm
have a
wondering.
lot of vast knowledge of your species on your planet that are plant as well.
Mhm. Well, I'm wondering about how would Syrians procreate or have new Syrians? Do you have mates, for example, and two
We
come
do have
together?
family units. They're not, there are mates, yes.
Mhm.
We do tend to have significant partners that may come and go on and off
Mhm.
throughout our time span. There are ones that we are attracted to more than others. But as we change, sometimes that changes.
Mhm.
We have units that perhaps hold the same jobs think the same kinds of thoughts and prefer to create the same environments. Those are the family unit, and that's quite large.
Well, can you create a new Syrian, a new young Syrian?
Just 1 minute, please. I'm gonna.
Mhm.
I'm getting something about archetypes, and so I'm not sure. This is Suzanne. I'm not sure. But there's something about archetypes. I'm going to say no.
Mhm.
I don't think I understand it.
Well, let me see if I can paint the picture otherwise. There was one civilization that told me when they want to add to their population, they ask Source for a new spirit. And that younger spirit comes in under the guidance of certain members of their society that, I guess, educates or trains them somewhat, helps them develop. Is there anything like that going on with the Syrian population?
Something about archetypes. Something about the way their units are structured. As we draw toward people, they draw toward others. Do you create new?
Humans have babies. A male and a female come together and produce a baby. Do you do anything similar to that?
They are familiar with the mother-child bond,
Mhm.
and they are familiar with the parent-child bond. But I unfortunately maybe I need to sit for a minute here and see.
Mhm. Yeah, take it down.
Totar. Yes, we have fondness for young ones.
Mhm. And where did these young ones come
Create
from?
young ones. So they are created cell structure, some way we have fondness for young ones, and family units exist. They were taught to us by your species and others, as we have lived on the planet for a long time in different capacities, mostly in the ocean.
Well, these young ones that are,
Process is a creation
okay.
that we hold dear, It is a cell manipulation, but the spirit has to decide to take the creation or not.
Mhm.
As that happens, all have agreed and the development can proceed.
Okay. Well, that's somewhat like humans in that a soul chooses to incarnate, selects a mother and father, usually, that creates the body, and then the spirit inhabits the body and becomes a human. It sounds like you're young, that you feel affection for come from a process of a spirit desiring to become a Syrian.
We manipulate the physical environment to allow the process to occur. But we consider the process beyond the physical manipulation that we set up to make that occur. So it is a spark, but it is a choice and decision as well.
Mm.
Perhaps the idea of starting a new soul from scratch is not appropriate here.
Yes. Typically, among humans, anyway, as I understand it, the spirit and soul in a human body has had many incarnations. Yes. When you were physical, have you had a history somewhat like humans where there were dark ones that were pretty prevalent and you went through an evolution process, maybe had some wars along the way, things like that?
Yes, we have moved planets. We have experienced trauma. We have experienced war. We've lost large parts of civilizations in the past. We are above the idea now. However, we are cautious with other species.
Mm-hmm.
We have no reason to be cautious with humans or anyone in the Federation. We don't play the key roles, but as we have been participating, we've been drawn in more and more to positive effect, we hope.
Mm-hmm.
So we have experienced wars, we have experienced destructions, and we have had to migrate and create artificial environments that we prefer.
Mm-hmm.
The shadow planet is our home. The antimatter environment is where we maybe where we came from or where we prefer, or it's where we prefer.
Mm-hmm. Our astronomer